Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fivem tutorial video brought to you by Rib. Today we're going to be back to vehicle add-ons, car add-ons for your Fivem servers or for your GTA5, and specifically how to edit the handling, edit the speed, make it faster, slower, so it doesn't tip, etc. Those kind of handlings within a car add-on, because you probably will, if you're following on from the last video where I showed you how to add an add-on vehicle or a replacement vehicle to your servers, this one is how to edit the speed, stroke the handling of those vehicles. Okay, so I've just downloaded a quick one. It's just a little old school Volvo I was going to make into a sleeper. So following on from the last video, you know the structure of the files. All my handling files are within the data file. There's only two here that I'm going to really be concerned about. The vehicles.meta to make sure, and the handling ID. So as you can see on this vehicle straight away, let me just... Right, that's the replacement. There's two different types of this folder. There's a replacement, which will replace any AI driving around that Warrener with the new Volvo, or there's an add-on. So I've got the add-on. So go back into the data. Right, go back to the vehicles.meta, and what it's doing, this here is the name of the car, and it's calling the handling ID of the Warrener, which is an already GTA5 car. So as long as I don't have any other vehicle in game using that handling, then we should be able to edit the handling of that car and would be sweet. However, if I've got other cars using that handling, this one won't be affected. It won't change. Right, so, and this down here is the other one that you're going to, the main one is your handling and your audio hash. That's why I come into here. So this audio name hash is the sound of the vehicle, how I want it, what vehicle I want it to sound like. There are quite a few awesome sounding vehicles, but we'll just, I'm trying to think of one. Off the top of my head, what's a good one? Sorry, we'll leave it at energy. Actually, just so for a test sake, if we put it to monster, that will make it sound like the monster truck. So if it sounds beefy, as we know, it's been affected. So let's save this, and we're going to be affecting the handling file for the Warrener. Right, so let's go to the handling. It's got no handling in it because it's using the GTA5 handling. So what I'm going to do now is, let's go and pinch. Right, what I'm going to do, let's take this Volvo, copy, and let's put it up on here, paste. And I'm just going to take a handling file out of an already existing car and then change the handling ID to Warrener. But that's where we're going to change the speeds. But what we'll do, before I change the speeds of the car, we'll go in and see what it's like before I change it. So I'll add it, because you can, with these cars, as long as you haven't got the car out, you can edit the speeds and the handlings on a live server, which is good. But I'll show you what I mean. Right, so we've got the Volvo here. We've got the stream files, there's some mods, and the car itself, which is the V242, and we've got the data. The vehicle meta, all we did was change the only reason I use vehicle metas most of the time is to change the sound of the vehicle, but the handling meta is empty, so we need to replace this handling meta first, but we won't. We'll leave it so we can go to what it's like standard. Okay, so let's go on a test server. Let's go 3, you're updated. It's empty the cache. I don't know what. I used it. Okay, Volvo, you'll come with me. Mr. Sleeper. Stick it in there. So this is unedited. This will be using the GTA5 default Warrener cars handling. But then we'll add our own handling to it. So let's go server CFG, edit. It doesn't matter where we put it. Let's just go start. Volvo. Okay. Right, start server here. We're ready to go. Okay. Obviously, most add-on vehicles will just have their own. If it was like a Volvo handling, instead of it calling the Warrener, because this obviously guy wanted it to use the Warrener, to have its own handling, so it wouldn't affect any GTA5 default cars, you know. But we will be able to change that. Not a problem. Right, let's get Fivem up. Fivem. Lovely. One thing it should do though, it should sound like the monster truck. It's just the handling, the speeds we haven't affected yet. They will still be using the Warrener's handling. Yes. Do 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 do. Is he up? Is she up? Kim. Taking a while to boot. Fivem's ready to rock and roll, but the server's still booting up. Do 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 do. Come on, you bloody thing. Let's go on the test. Nearly there now. Okay. Right, so let's join the test server. Spawn that car in. It should be slow as bollocks. It should be using the Warrener's handling. However, it should sound like the monster truck because we did change the vehicle.meta. We changed the audio name hash to monster. Then we're going to delete the vehicle, so we can't do live edits while there's a vehicle in the server. So we'll delete the vehicle. Then we can go and add in a handling, restart the resource. I'll take you through it. First job, check the vehicle spawns in, and it should sound like the monster truck. Yes, she's going to be rapid. Got a reek little sleeper. But like I say, all these edits for this handling will not work if I already have a add-on vehicle using that handling Warrener. Yes. Do. Come on. I thought the mic wasn't on then. I was like, oh, goodness sake. But we're good. We're good. Right. Okie dokie. Let's go as Daz Speedy. Let's get rid of that there. Let's go find what the car was actually called. So to spawn this car in, resources. Where did I put it? Just whack it in here. Yeah, Volvo. Stream, and it's called a V242. Okay, I'm currently in the cinema. V242. Our cinema is amazing. Okay, car V242. Like I say, at the minute it should sound like the monster because we edited the vehicle.meta. The audio name hash is the only line we changed. That's where you and it does. Okay, it sounds like the monster truck. Excellent. It spawned in. Excellent. Right, so now we want to change the speed. So this is how it is default. This is using the Warrener's speed and handling, an already in-game in GTA car. Okay, but to do the live edits, like you can't have that car going around the streets. Right. So what we can do now is let's get back on the server. Let's go to. Let's just minimise that a sec. This is one of my another car, so let's just take the handling out of this. Handling.meta, copy, and let's pop it in our Volvo resource. Handling.meta, paste. How are they spelling Warrener? It's capitals and it's Warrener like that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right then, so let's go back. Let's go into the handling file now, and now I can get editing. So the main name for the car, the handling ID, this one is Warrener. Okay, so it's calling this, which is an already GTA5 car, but we're just editing the speed of that car. F mass, this is the weight of the vehicle. Then we've got the aerodynamics, so the more the increased that is, the more aerodynamic on the car. So I normally have this slow. Like I said, we're going to make this car absolutely unbelievably fast. Coming down, another thing to show, if your car tips when you go around corners, because it'll happen on some add-ons, then this is where you'll change that. It's the mass offset, the vehicle center of mass offset. This is where you'll change that. You put a minus figure, a massive figure, and it won't. You'll find. and make it heavier, it won't tip. So moving down, you can change how many gears you want it to have. Like for instance, we could have this to have 8 gears, you know. And down here we've got the main one for the speed for your initial foot down, which is the F initial drive force. Um, so obviously the more we increase this, the better. I believe it's up to 2 if you can't go over 2. But I could be wrong. But this should be fast as balls now. And then we go to the inertia, is how fast the engine revs in that gear. And then another one down here, which is the top speed, 290. So if we save this, it's calling the warren up. We've got nothing else in here. So the main ones you affect are, well, the main ones you're going to use is the drive force and the max vel. But you could mess with brake force. You could mess with how many gears, how much you want it to rev with the inertia, etc. So they're your main settings. Right, let's save this. And what we're going to have to do now is on the test. Are you the test? Yeah. We're going to go to restart Volvo. Okay, and now when we go and spawn it in, it should be a little whip, a little beast car, V242. And that she is, my friends. So yeah, she's rapid.
You idiot!
Holy damn! But like I said, these edits won't work. They wouldn't work if I had another vehicle calling that handling ID and I was streaming it. So if this didn't work and it was still slow, then what I would have done I'd have gone back into the files and I'd have looked over my resources and find the other car that's using the Warrener handling, because you can only use it on one car and stream it. But that's done, man. Oh. Car V242. Man, she's a handful. But you get the gist, boys, and obviously you can't do live edits. You can't do live edits while that car's there, so I'd have to delete that car before I did any edits. It's a bit too fast, so let's go back in. Let's go to the data, let's go to the handling. Right, slow it down. We'll go with, that's the top speed, so don't worry about that. The drive force is always the one. So if we go to, let's just go 1.1. It's got 8 gears as well. Restart Volvo. Car 242, sorry, V242, V242. 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 What the hell was that? Okay, have I bugged it? We started Volvo. Stream. V242. Car. V242. Nope, I bugged that one up. Car. List up. Oh shit, what the hell have I done here? But yeah, you get the sense, boys. It obviously works. I think I've made my card. I've just bugged this one out with the live edit somehow.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you invisible now, buddy? Let's restart. Boop, boop, boom. Okay, so any vehicle I wanted to edit, so I'd go to my car folder, I'd just go to whichever car I wanted to edit, go to the data, go to the handling, and you know now, any of these vehicles I wanted to edit, I could edit the top speed, edit the initial drive force, i.e. the acceleration, how many revs you want it on the gears, how much you want it to rev, You've got all sorts you can mess with. The aerodynamics, the weight. But the main one being, like I say, is this one here. Initial drive force and top speed. Yes, mate. Okay, let's refresh this. Boot her back up. Back on file here. Should be fine as dandy. I'll be right back, boys, as soon as we get back in. Right, we're back in. Let's spawn this car back in. Car V242. There she is. So I slowed it down a touch compared to what it was. Still a fucking handful. Whoa! Beast. So obviously you can do the brakes. Bit of a drifter now. Oh! But you get the gist, boys. You know which settings now to have a mess with. Go and have a play. See what kind of awesome handlings you can come up with. But this is like a 2-minute edit. Yeah, it's fun. Sleep up. Right, boys. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.